Hello, you guys. Sorry I'm late. I had to take a second to get cozy. I really was trying to make some of my hot cacao really quick and just get settled. I obviously just took a shower, did my skincare, and now I'm feeling nice and cozy. Thank you guys so much for coming. Hello, Jess. I love the butterflies. I need to send in my butterflies. The only proper way to commence a Live Fit Live. Hey, Sydney. Yay, I'm so happy you figured out how to chat too. All right, let me get some music going. Gotta set the scene. Ah, another ad. Hello, Victoria. PV, hello. How's everyone doing? How's everyone feeling? I had to reschedule from yesterday also, by the way, because I had such a long day yesterday. We literally left the house at 8:30 and we didn't get back till 6, and I thought I was going to be able to get back in time, but I really wanted to try to finish filming another YouTube video while we were down in Salt Lake. It was another Live Fitness video. So I was like, I can't stress myself out. I'm just going to wait and do it and reschedule this for today. I'm out of this. But my lips are trapped. How is everyone on this fine Thursday? How's everyone week's been going? Any news, new news, good news, bad news? This actually works better for me because I have a meditation group on Zoom that I go to on Wednesdays. Oh, well, there you go, Jess. I'm so invested in your self-care life. Like, that's so cool. You have a meditation group. That's so sick. Is there someone there that like leads the meditation? Hi, Brianna. I have a feeling I will be full of questions today. Ask away. That's what these are for. Wish we had the Utah snow here. Doug, I will gladly give it to you. We actually don't have that much right now, especially for this time of year. But I'm more than happy to share it with you. Hi, Michaela. Hi, McKenna. McKenna, I'm so happy. I don't know if you saw my Instagram story, but I remember last week you asked if if you with the payment plan for the Bali retreat, you asked if you have to, if that means that the ticket still needs to be paid in full before the trip starts, but it doesn't, you don't have to. So with the payment plan, you're able to pay up to 6, 12, or 18 months, and it doesn't have to be paid in full before the trip, if that makes sense. I feel like I worded that so difficultly for no reason. Difficult? I feel brain dead right now. Hey, Allie. A meditation group would be amazing. She's in person too. I used to go, but she added a Zoom option. It's so nice to just go right to bed after. That's so true. And I'm sure like being in a familiar space, like of your own home, is nice too. I wish this was cooled. Oh, great. I have some more things I have to figure out, but that helps so much. No stress at all. If you have any other questions, let me know, but I just wanted to make sure you knew that. I knew it wouldn't make sense for the payment plan. Like, it would make the payment plan null and void if you still had to have everything be paid in full by the trip, you know? So, but I'm glad that that's all sorted out. Wait a minute, Bali might be in the cards for me then. Sydney, I love to hear it. Yeah, so like you could book now and still have 18 months to pay off the ticket rather than having to pay it by the time we go in May, you know? I'm like actually super excited to hear that news just because I think it makes a really big difference. We're gonna get the meditation cards you used in the recent Live Fitness vid. Like, feel like I need some life motivation. I love cards. When I feel lost, I love picking a card. All the card decks I use are linked on my Amazon storefront. And I'm pretty sure I haven't linked in the description of this live. If you scroll down, it will say like Amazon favorites or Amazon storefront or something. And then I have a folder for cards. I think all of them, like, actually, no, I think the only one you can't get there, I forget what the brand is now. I have one deck of cards. I didn't use it in that video, but I have one deck of cards that I use that isn't available on Amazon. I got it in like a small shop in Colorado. Oh, it's called Worthwhile Paper. I knew I could see it. That's the brand though. I'm doing homework, but I'll take a break to pop in here for a bit. Hello. I'm happy to relieve you from your homework. Would you ever create guided meditations? Yes, that's definitely a goal of mine in the new year. I have a plan for, I don't really want to spoil it yet, even though you guys could probably figure it out, but I have a plan for what I'm wanting to launch, like workout guides in the new year, and incorporated with that, if you will, are going to be guided meditations. Jess, Zoom meditation sounds awesome. Can anyone join? I am interested. That's a freaking good question. Will lives be now on Thursday? They honestly can be. Like when I don't if anyone has a preference, like totally feel free to drop it in the chat. I was planning to keep them still on Wednesday, but I'm down for literally with anything. The only reason why Thursday originally wasn't like a great time for me was because then I usually upload on Friday on YouTube. So like I still have to edit tomorrow's YouTube video. So it's just helpful to have it be on a not a night. It's helpful to go live on a night that's not before an upload day. But also, this is my light that I use for TikToks, and I haven't used it on a live because I'm always scared it's gonna die. But I want to see if it does like anything. I don't like that. I don't like that it's like pushing into my screen. I don't know if that did anything. Whatever. We'll see how long it lasts. Thursdays. Okay, sorry. I feel like I'm moving super slow mentally today. Yes, Allie, her name is Kathy Burke. You might be able to Google her. That's sweet. Jess, now you're gonna have this whole live stream group in that meditation group. Thursdays are my work from home days, so I'm streaming you on my TV and chatting away on my laptop's 2 screens of Libby. Oh, Allie, that's so sweet. What are your favorite decks? I feel like I really just go through what I'm feeling, like what I'm resonating with that day, that morning. That's usually how I'll try to pick a card deck because then I feel like each deck has, like whatever I'm resonating with is a deck that has a message for me that day. So it really depends. Overall, though, I really love the affirmation deck. Now, I don't remember any of the names right now, but I have it linked. I have that like small, I think it's the We Are Dreamers affirmation deck. I love that one. I also really like my Intelligent Change affirmation deck because there's just so many different affirmations and they seem a little bit more tangible sometimes. I feel like they like directly relate. And then I love my Divine Abundance deck. That's also definitely I was so obsessed with that deck, especially when I first got it. That one I found actually at freaking Marshall's, believe it or not. Or TJ Maxx or one of the two. Someone suggested the book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fook. I started it and right away was bashing affirmations. Does the book get better? I put it down after that. I haven't read that book. but I feel like there's so many. I've definitely gotten recommended that book a lot. I just personally think there's always very differing opinions on affirmations. That's why I personally always try to, I don't know. I try to feel like I need to justify why I like using affirmations and why they like still scientifically work, because I feel like so many people are like, you're just lying to yourself. But like it genuinely works on the subconscious level. But I guess I do understand the argument of like, you're just lying to yourself. Like you know, if you don't believe it, they're not doing anything. But my argument against that argument is like, if you repeat, it's an awful quote because of the person who, I believe it's from Hitler, which is awful, but it's like if you repeat something enough times, eventually people will believe it. But and that speaks for what he did. But side note, that was weird to even make that analogy towards him. But the quote itself definitely still holds true. Like if you repeat anything enough times, you're gonna believe it. And so even if you don't believe affirmations now and you're starting to say them, like if you're consistent enough and just get rid of any self-judgment with them of telling yourself like this is totally a lie, like you're actually never going to amount to anything. If you remove that, they actually can be very powerful over time. Would you do custom workout, meal, macro plans, or just general workout guides? They would definitely be general workout guides. Technically, Sin, I don't know if your username was short for Cynthia or I don't know, but I don't, technically it's out of my scope. Like I'm a personal trainer, so technically I'm not allowed to, it's out of my scope of practice is what they say for me to be prescribing like literal meal plans. I can give you guys like sample grocery lists or meal ideas and stuff like that, but technically it's not ethical for me to give you like an actual strict meal plan. However, I am trying to get more go through like a nutrition certification next year, so like maybe eventually. Mhm. Sorry, hang on. Oh. Okay. The cards that said I am loved, are those on Amazon? Yes, that's the Dreamers deck. The Dreamers affirmation deck, I think is what it's called. And any day works for me, but can you do them a little earlier, please? It's always midnight here. I'm so happy to do them earlier if anyone else, if that works for other people. I just feel like I do better when it's like daylight. I feel like I have a little bit more energy, but I'm so happy to push this earlier. Again, if anyone has like a legitimate time that you recommend, like feel free to drop that in the chat. I was wrapping Christmas presents and realized there was a live. I needed a break. I'm so happy this is at the perfect time for some peeps to chill now with me. Accountability follow-up workout guide. Allie, I am working on it. So the first one is a challenge, and that's going to be coming out early next year. Thank you for the accountability, Allie, because I need it. I was a little bit stressy because like now I'm giving more attention to Live Fitness, but I've been having a lot more fun with YouTube lately again and like making videos. I've really been liking my Live Fitness schedule because it's not too much where I'm like stressing myself out and I'm like constantly on the go and like it's just unrealistic. It's not that. It's like it's just the right amount of frequency for me to just like make a video, post it, and then not need to think about it, because then like the next day I'm on to the next one. So it's like a really perfect pace where it like keeps me moving forward. It keeps me not dwelling on like past videos and seeing how they performed or anything like that. Like I just am kind of been in the flow and I've been enjoying it. But so I have started the challenge, Allie, to get back to your point. I have started the challenge and I definitely want to work more on it, especially once I get these merch shipped out. That's my next, I'm going to be putting more energy back into that. My dad's in here. Hi, Joe. Yeah, I've not done any wrapping either. I still need to do Christmas shopping, people. PV, please go to bed if you need to work out tomorrow, sis. Don't worry about this. We'll be back next week. Do you ever pull cards for other people? Yes, I have. I've tried to do like readings with other people, just like family friends. My cat goes insane for the tree. She keeps climbing it and chewing the lights. Now she thinks the gifts are hers too and she tries to open them. My sister was just saying that she's nervous to put up her tree because she has a cat and a dog, and she was saying that her cat is going to be all rambunctious around that Christmas tree. I stopped listening to for that reason. He was great in a podcast I listened, but that pissed me off. Yeah, I don't know. I used to get really I remember I got so triggered the first time I heard someone say that affirmations are bullshit. I was like, "What? Like who's saying this?" But I don't know. I just kind of let it go. That's like to each their own, I guess. And like what works for you works for you. You know what I mean? Like I have seen firsthand how much they've genuinely transformed my freaking life, like fully wholeheartedly. So have you experienced any seasonal lows so far, like previous years? If you mean emotionally, I feel like I've been, I feel like it's hard to tell. I definitely have been mentally low like the past few months, but that's been like me struggling with some other things. But I feel like, yeah, I can't tell if that was correlated to the weather or it just was a great coincidence. But overall, it hasn't been super snowy here, which has been good. And I feel like I've been really leaning into the cozy stuff, like the cozy things that come with winter, which is good. So like I have like I've been drinking my hot cacao with the candy cane in it and marshmallows, like fuzzy socks, fireplace, sitting by the fireplace, just reading books. Like I feel like I've been leaning into the cutesy things of the holidays and colder weather. So I would say not yet, but usually my peak seasonal depression comes like end of January, February. That's when I'll check in then. I'll let you know how I'm doing because usually that's when I'm at my wit's end. Affirmations are like fake it till you make it. Yes. That's what I feel like. They're obviously not going to work if every time, like the whole time you're saying them, that you're like calling bullshit on yourself. Obviously, they're not going to be anything transformative. You have to just kind of even, for me, when I say affirmations, I almost just kind of release thinking of any expectations or outcomes with them. And I just try to be super present and I trust that I'm speaking on behalf of another version of me that's always available to me, if that makes sense. But I'm not saying an affirmation like waiting for the proof that day or else it's bullshit. You know what I mean? I don't attach expectations like that to them. And I feel like that's when they actually work. I was like, wait, Liv would not agree. Yeah, I'm just an affirmation stan. Like they were like the single-handedly like the biggest thing that I feel like really transformed my life. Yes, Dreamer's Deck. I love that one. Any book recommendations on Law of Attraction? I feel like I haven't read. The only one that comes to mind is The Secret, which is obviously super, super common. But I'm trying to think. I'm wondering. Alan Watts has a book called The Book, and it talked about some laws of the universe in there, like law of polarity. And he might have touched on the law of attraction. I'm not sure. It's literally called The Book by Alan Watts. I love him. He's a great philosopher. What happened to our music? Oh. Jay chillin'. How are you doing today? Slash feeling about Live Fitness. Thank you for asking. Today I'm feeling good. I'm feeling tired for some reason. I feel like yesterday I had a long day of just like running around and then I just feel like I had a lot of stuff back to back. Like whenever I have to come through a workout and then like rush home and I'm like rushing through the workout, I feel like I'm mentally so like high strung from it. So yeah, I don't know. I just feel like wanting to be cozy and a little bit tired right now. But I had a good day today. And then Live Fitness, like I said, I've been feeling really good about Live Fitness. I'm actually really happy I did it because it's allowed me to not think so much. Like it helps me a lot to already have my videos planned because I feel like that's what gets me in a rut sometimes if I like can't think of ideas. So it helps so much just to like actually brainstorm and like brain dump and just, schedule the videos. So that's been helping me a lot to not need to think of ideas before I film. I just upload a video and I already know what I'm filming next. So that's been helping me. And I really have been liking the pace because I haven't been needing to like, it's enough to keep me forward focused. I'm not like dwelling on past videos. I make a video and I'm like, okay, moving on to the next one. And so I've been having a lot of fun with it. Affirmations work. If you keep repeating it, you will believe it. It really is true. Like, this is how people end up with false memories and eyewitnesses are not always accurate. Yes, slight tangent, but an example from real stats. That's like a perfect example. That's a perfect example. Like literally so much of our life is subconscious and our perspective on things. And so that's why I can't believe when people just blatantly think that affirmations don't work. because it's like it's almost like their perspective that affirmations don't work is like their very reason why they're stuck in whatever area they're stuck in life. Liv, I'm always impressed by your integrity. Thank you, Jess. That actually means so much to me. So many fitness girlies just recommend stuff left and right, and even when they don't have the credentials to do so, you're always so honest and legit. Thank you. I literally don't have, it's like a joke in my family. I like can't keep secrets. I can't lie. Like I kind of it's kind of like what you see is what you get. Like I just can't, I could never say one thing and not be doing that, or I couldn't say one thing if I didn't like wholeheartedly genuinely believe it or like do it for myself. And I like I know it sounds stupid because it's just like how, it's just a channel on the internet, but like I do genuinely care about you guys so much, and like I would never want to just blatantly steer you guys wrong for the heck of it. Like anything that I tell you guys or recommend, it's like something that I genuinely believe in. It's something that's helped me. It's something that I've done, or it's even something that I'm trying to do myself to be better at. Like I always want to try to push the best for you guys. What would be your number one tip to a gym newbie? Emily, good question. My number one tip. My number one tip for a gym. No, I would say it'd be to do your research because, and I kind of mean that in every facet, do your research in proper form. I'm not saying you need to be an expert or become a friggin' personal trainer, but like there's a lot you can look at online completely for free, even on my own channel. If you were to watch a handful of videos that have to do with, that are very informational videos of mine, you could easily become way more well-versed and competent to how to like put together a decent workout so that you're not wasting your time in the gym or spinning your tires, I think is a better way to say it. So I would just say get informed of just form, making sure you're doing exercises right, compiling an effective workout, and going from there just so you're actually getting the most out of your time there. And, of course, with that, you always just want to start, you could be researching forever or trying to prep forever. Like at the end of the day, you just have to go in there and learn through experience. But I think it's kind of coupled with that. Do some research and then just kind of dive in and just start. So much of fitness and weight training comes with just experience and with time and with repetition with actually doing it. So would you ever do any competitions? Example, what's High Rocks? I don't know what that is. CrossFit, marathons. I don't really feel called to CrossFit. I never have. Like, I don't really think it's my vibe. It's also kind of interesting when you come from like bodybuilding because there's such like strict like form, and bodybuilding is such a strict like movement pattern for like a lot of the exercises. And so CrossFit almost feels wrong. Not literally, but like it feels, like trying to like flail yourself up to do a pull up or something. Like that's so not what I practice in bodybuilding. So I don't know. I never really felt called to CrossFit, and I feel like it would feel very weird. If anything, I could maybe see myself doing a half marathon. And I said this in my most recent podcast episode because it was a Q&A. If anything, I could see myself training for or starting with a half marathon. I don't hate running, honestly. And I used to run a lot in high school. I played lacrosse and did track. So there was just running was a big part of my life. And I love like the mental release from it. And I'm really able to get into like a mental zone. And I love that it's just like you and your body versus the next person. Like there's, nothing else. It's literally just you. So I don't know. And I honestly was thinking about that a couple of months ago because a part of me back when I've been feeling stuck in case you haven't been up to date. But part of that feeling stuck, I was like, maybe it would help me get out of this rut if I had different like fitness goals because I've been lifting for 6 years. And so I thought maybe it would be a good time to like train for a half marathon. But that definitely wouldn't be happening till the warmer months. So I've also just never been a long distance runner. So it'd be good. But I just feel like it's something you would feel accomplished. I almost feel like it's something you should do once in your life. When you're like 40, 50, like, yeah, I ran a marathon, or yeah, I completed a half marathon. I don't know. Okay, I thought it was short for Cynthia. I want to do a marathon, but I just want to sprint. I hate jogging. That's what I mean. Like I've never was really good at long distance. Even when I did track, I did shorter bursts. Like I did I did indoor track. So it was anything from like the 55-meter dash up to the 1,000 was the longest I did. But my sweet spot was like the 400 to 600. So nothing like over a mile. So I don't know. But I don't know. Pull a card for us, like a collective reading. I can. Okay, I will. But they're in my dad's room. Do you guys want me to pick a card? Let's pick a card. I think I have some in here. No, I don't actually. Okay, BRB, I'm going to go get my cards. I'm back. This is where I keep all of my, this is my magic bin. That's what I call it. I have all my cards, some Christie's. Okay. I kind of want to do, let's do 3 cards from 1 card from each different deck. Yeah, I love Jess. Okay, everyone set your intention for what you want to know from the card. Oh yeah, if you have like a question or if you have like some sort of pressing something other. Oh gosh, I feel like the the TikTok tarot readers right now. I love the music. What is it? I love that to hear that. This is it's literally just copyright free music on YouTube, and it's it's by the Relaxed Movement, Michaela. I don't know if that's I literally just typed in copyright free music on YouTube. And that's what it looks like. Okay, guys. I think I want to do 1 affirmation deck. Let's do the Dreamers deck because we were talking about it. Let's do the Divine Abundance deck. This was my other favorite. And then let's do this one. I actually really like this one too. This one I got on Amazon. It was Mystical Wisdom card deck. And I love the imagery on this one. Also, guys, want to know a really crazy... I thought it was a cool story. Because also in the first Live Fitness video, I said that I wanted to try to be better about like asking my angels in the universe for guidance and like just, you know, I spend a lot of time in silence to like receive downloads, but I wanted to be better at like me being the one to say something, I guess, if that makes sense. And so I saw something online too where it was like, just ask your angels like if they're there. And I was like, huh, like that sounds so simple, but I've never actually like done that. And so this was like over a month ago now, if not 2 months. And I just was like, I was like, angels, you know, higher self, spirit, like if you're with me, please show me a blue bird. And I just had the urge to like pull cards, and I just so happened to pick this card deck. And on the first, like the one and only card that came out, there was a blue bird on the card. And I wasn't even expecting. I like set it with the intention that morning, like maybe I would see one that day. And it was like, it happened right after that. It was on the card that I had pulled, which was crazy. Okay, we're going to start with this one. I'm a little bit like nervous. I've never done this, Jess. You're really putting me on the spot. Okay. What's there to be nervous about though? So I always shuffle the cards first, peeps, because I sometimes get questions about like how to pull a card. So I just do a little shuffling. And then I usually will do this to keep shuffling them. Okay. All right, Uni. What is a card that the collective needs today? And then I just do this. Card that the collective needs to hear today. Okay, so this just flipped over. And that's literally how I pick a card. Either a card will fly out, the first card that will turn over. Guys, this is so cute. Okay, the first card we got was Unicorn. It says invite serendipity. Look how cute. Okay. Let's read the handbook. Some card decks also come with a little book like this that will have like a little excerpt on what each card means. So, let's see. Nope, I'm not even close. This is in alphabetical order, and I fully just was like in the middle of the alphabet for you. Okay, here we go. So, Unicorn, invite serendipity. It says, mysterious, playful, and pure. The unicorn is universally beautiful, mysterious, and difficult to capture or tame. It is fierce and protective, yet admirable. The unicorn is the symbol of serendipity, the occurrence of events by chance in a happy or beneficial way. This card represents good luck in making unexpected and favorable discoveries. Expect magic to happen. Luck is on your side. That's such a good card. And the mantra with it, it says, I accept and invite serendipity into my life. That's such a good card. Damn. Yeah, what are you manifesting out there? Yeah, that was such a good card. Dude, that's like one of the best cards you can get, I feel like. If anyone needs me to read that again, I will, LMK. Then we're going to go into Divine Abundance, listening with my 5-year-old. She loves unicorns. That is so cute. Okay, so this one doesn't come with a little book, but I love this deck. Just the imagery is really cute. This is so fun. We should pull a card at the beginning of each live. I'm so down. Do you guys like the option to like choose a deck? Or should I be making the executive decision? Because we could also do that at the beginning of lives. I invite and accept serendipity into my life. Hell yeah. Everyone send a unicorn if you claim that message. Sydney, I second this, please and thank you. Yeah, that would be so fun. Sydney, I like where your head's at. Let's so do it. Okay, we have an ad for Blessed Protein on YouTube. Code LIVEFIT10 to save. Okay, here we go. Divine Abundance. I shuffled it. Then I always do this. All right, Uni, thank you so much for that card. That was so lovely. Another message that the Live Fit Collective needs to hear. Guys, I love these unicorns. All these people coming out of the woodworks. Nice to see you. No, I'm kidding. Okay. All right, Uni, what's another message that the Live Fit Collective needs to hear today, please? Did you see it? I love doing this on live so you can actually see it firsthand, that I'm not just like bullshitting you. So this card flipped out. Oh, I love this card too. Okay. This one is acceptance. Okay. It says radical acceptance in the now opens the flow. Radical acceptance in the now opens the flow. This one has a lot of bird imagery on it. So if birds are a sign for you, super cute. Okay, final deck for an affirmation for everyone. I love that card, acceptance. I remember there was a time in my healing journey where I was like really going through a hard stage of acceptance. And when this card would come out, it would like make me cry because it just was like, sometimes we just want to force things, or we think things should be a different way and we think we know what's best and we try so hard. We're like, no, it needs to be this way or it should be this way. And sometimes all that's left to do is just to accept the situation of what it is. And so I love this card. Radical acceptance in the now opens the flow. And so when you finally do accept and you finally just actually live in the present moment, like that's when the now, it's like when you're not accepting, that's when I picture like literal physical blocks like in our energy flow. And so when you finally just accept, it opens the floodgates and things can actually flow. And like everything that's meant for you is actually finally able to find you because you're not putting roadblocks in its way, essentially. No, but why am I crying? It has to be my moon in Pisces. Oh, Allie. No, this is actually like really heartfelt. This feels like super intimate. I'm not gonna lie. Because this is like something I do in private. And it's like one thing when I like, you know, do it on the vlog because I'm still like alone, but I don't feel alone right now. So I literally feel like we're all just pulling cards together. The acceptance card gave me whiplash, literally just had a glitch in the system. Okay. The acceptance card gave me whiplash, deaf, resonating with this read so far. Love that. Guys, this is why I feel like I need to like, I want to take more courses. I feel like I need to learn something because sometimes I feel like my brain is turning to mush. Be present is on my December vision board. Love that, Michaela. Okay, guys. So last and final card, we have the Dreamers deck. Also on Amazon. All these card decks are on Amazon. If you scroll down below, they should be, yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm almost positive my Amazon storefront's linked in this description box. All right, Uni, thank you so much for your lovely messages. These are all so beautiful. Okay. Oh, oops, I forgot to take out that first card. Okay. All right. What is a card? What is an affirmation that the Lithic Collective needs to hear? What is a card that the Lithic Collective needs to hear? Okay, that one already flipped over. For some reason, I feel like to keep going. All right, that was it. All right, this last one. All right, we're getting our bags, girls. We're getting our bags. This one says, I am abundant. It says, I know that money flows to me freely when I pursue my passions. Who doesn't love this one? We love being in our abundance frequency. Okay, I'm going to run through them all again. Okay, so if anyone's having like money doubts, fearful of money, feeling like you're in a very lack state, scarcity state, this is telling you to focus on channeling the embodiment of being abundant. I also had such a good card the other day. Oh my gosh, I can't remember what deck it was in. I think it was, sorry guys, give me a second. What deck was that in? It was basically saying like you are already abundant as you are. Like you have everything you need within you. And so it's not about like, what do I need to get outside of myself to become abundant? Like you already are abundant, and you recognizing that you are an abundant being, an abundant creature who can see, smell, taste, feel, who can run, who can do a cartwheel, who can think of all these different ideas in their brain, who can make something intangible and take it tangible, like all that sort of stuff. Like all of that proves that you are such an abundant creature. And so recognizing that activates more abundance into your life, because you are what you believe you are, not what you think that you want, essentially, if that makes sense. Would be nice if you can do this in the lives. I would love to continue doing this. Yes, Michaela, I'm abundant. Yes. Jess, I love that you're claiming it. Anyone else getting red for filth right now? Liv, can you pick a card for me? Sydney, not me thinking that you wrote that you're reading filth right now. Okay, yes, hang on. Let me run through all these again. Okay, so card number 1 was unicorn. Invite serendipity. So this was all about basically expect magic to happen, expect unexpected blessings and serendipitous moments and luck and magic to come into your life. So this is a huge, great omen. Do you guys want me to? I'll read this one again because I loved this. Okay, unicorn. This is card number 1. We're doing a review. Invite serendipity. Can you see it better there? Mysterious, playful, and pure. The unicorn is universally beautiful, mysterious, and difficult to capture or tame. It is fierce and protective, yet admirable. The unicorn is the symbol of serendipity, the occurrence of events by chance in a happy or beneficial way. This card represents good luck and making unexpected and favorable discoveries. Expect magic to happen. Luck is on your side. I accept and invite serendipity into my life is the mantra to claim this. And I actually love this because I find it interesting that it's coupled with I'm abundant as well, because I feel like this might be saying there might be some unexpected abundance that's also coming into your life, or some sort of financial gain. Or this could be literally with anything, like people being kinder to you. Maybe you got the opportunity for something for free, or you got an extra something when you checked out of the grocery store that like they threw in for free or something like that. But I'm feeling like this abundance that's coming in may be feeling more unexpected. And I feel like you have to allow for this to come in by basically just accepting the present moment and being fully in the now, and allowing things to flow, staying close to the things that make you really happy, that are your passions, right? That light you up, that feel good. Stay close to basically being high vibe, that's what's going to allow you to open this flow for you to bring in these serendipitous moments that are aligned to you that kind of can't be explained. They're just serendipitous, right? And that's also going to allow more abundance to flow in. So this is our final little reading. How cute. That was so unexpected. Claiming that so I can make it to Bali. Yes, McKenna. Amen. Dude, these jobs that I want so bad have not been working out. So I've been thinking about just doing something completely different from what I'm passionate about just to make money. Maybe you just need to try a different way. I will say things that aren't working out doesn't necessarily mean it's not meant for you. You might just need to be surrendering the how of how things are going to come into fruition. This reminds me of that horoscope girl on YouTube who is literally a psychic. There's a lot of them on there. I don't know which one you're talking about, but I can see that. But this is telling me I need to continue to work on my craft and focus on my passions, and what I want will come. Exactly. Now I'm crying. Sydney, I wish I could give you guys a hug. That's so sweet. That's literally exactly what this is saying. I'm not going to lie. Sydney, this did say, I know that money flows to me freely when I pursue my passions. So, and maybe this is saying you just need to accept these blocks that you feel like you're in. Like you need to accept that those methods or those paths, those avenues aren't working for you. But once you just get into that acceptance and remain open of like what's ever meant for me is going to come for me, that's when you open into the flow of what's actually meant for you will come. Because this literally says radical acceptance in the now opens the flow. Yes, Sydney, don't give up. You did great. Thank you, Michaela. I love these cards. First card, I'm expecting to be able to go on the Bali trip, even though I've never done anything like this. Second card, I need to start allowing myself to accept things as they are. True. For the last card, one of my daily affirmations is that I will be financially stable and be able to afford the things I want and need. I love this. Brianna, this sounds like this resonates so much. I hope and pray that you can come with us to Bali, because obviously it would just be amazing. I'd love to have you there. And I'm thinking this card may be saying you're going to be able to find a way to get there. Well, I resonate so much. I just left a career I hated and studied for, and am now looking for my purpose and what I enjoy, but don't know how to navigate this. Look up your human design first and foremost, and then stay close. I always say for like what you feel like I also feel like sometimes it gets blown out of proportion of like, what is your purpose? Like the reason you're here on earth. I don't think a purpose is like null and void, but I don't think it's something to be stressing about and feeling like it's this one thing. I personally feel like our purpose is something that's free flowing. That's a very bigger, I feel like our purpose is an overall theme for our life, if that makes sense. Not like a one thing, like your purpose, not necessarily is your purpose to like paint pictures, or your purpose is to be a marketing genius. Like, I think it's more so we have overarching themes of what our soul's mission here is on earth, but it's not like one super niche thing, you know? So I think kind of reminding that will help you to remain a little bit more open. Thanks, guys. I'm feeling hopeful now for sure. Yay. This is so sweet. You guys, that was kind of really cute. Not gonna lie. Okay, I definitely like missed out on a whole other chunk of the live. Nancy, also, if you're still in the chat here, I will pull a card for you. Let me know which deck that you want. Do you want the Dreamer's deck, the Divine Abundance deck, or the Mystical Wisdom deck? Let me know. Liv, can you be my career coach? I would love to. Okay, wait. Woo! I love this because my dad is here visiting, and his room was kind of just next door, and he was probably like, Liv, what are you talking about on your live? I'm like, okay, so card number 1 is the unicorn. I'll pay you in Whole Foods candy canes. You got a deal, PV. You know how to buy my love. I looked at my human design after listening to the pod, and well, it was very insightful. Took a lot of Googling, though. any books or websites to learn more about the human design. Really, the person that I've really been getting everything from is Manifestation Babe. She actually I haven't listened to it yet, but she released a podcast all about how to properly understand your human design and like how to use it for your advantage. So again, it's the Manifestation Babe podcast. But I haven't read any books on it yet. Jordan, what's up, girl? He secretly wanted a reading too, I'm sure. Yeah, probably. No, he would be like, what's going on? Okay, I'm scrolling back up because I high key just when you said to pull a card, I dipped. Okay. Have you had any experience with essential oils, Angelina? I don't know if you're still in here. What's your take? I saw some at the market the other day and you crossed my mind. Oh, for some reason that like is so sweet to me when you guys like see something, whether it's like a post or something in the store and you like send it to me and you're like, this made me think of you. I was like, that's so cute. I feel like I wouldn't say I have like extensive experience like past a normal person. I think essential oils are great. I think they have really great functions. I think they're a way better alternative than fragrances and something with chemicals. Like it's a more natural option for sure. So yeah, I don't really have any. My experience, my take is that I think they're great, and I think they're a great thing to incorporate. Hey, Liv, I should go to sleep, but I've been having a rough couple of months, and honestly, your content is encouraging me to push my emotions through strength training and hits. That's good. I'm happy that, yeah, it's encouraging you to have another outlet. Definitely still sit with yourself, like journal, meditate if you need to, cry if you need to cry. But yeah, exercise always makes me feel better. Hey, Liv. Hi, Megan. What do you do to decompress and how do you try to deal with stress? Honestly, lately it's been reading. It's been, and when I say reading, I mean a fiction book because I used to like only read self-help books and I just still felt like my brain was like, I just have been trying to like fully relax lately. So reading fiction books. I've honestly watched more movies recently than I have literally collectively in the past 5 years. And I mean that because I never watch TV or movies. So I've been watching more movies now. Showering always helps me. Doing skincare always helps me. And then, of course, like meditation and stuff always helps me with stress, journaling. Sometimes that just feels like I'm doing more mental willpower to do it. So that helps me deal with stress, not necessarily decompress. But when I'm like stressed or feeling low, journaling is honestly the biggest thing that helps me release it. And then meditation kind of helps me remember that everything's okay. Essentially, that I'm alive and well, and that's all that matters. A manual for manifesting your dream life. That actually reminds me, Michaela. Um, you guys, I do have on my website, I do have a guide, excuse me, my mind, blah, 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 a meditation guide, not a manifestation guide. I have a meditation guide on my website available. And it's a lot of information. It's like 25, 30 pages, I believe. And it's basically a guide to help you get to the point where you're like doing self-led meditations and not needing guided meditations. If that's something that's interesting to you, if you're wanting to work towards self-led meditations, I basically take you through different mental exercises that I do during some of my meditations for different purposes. And I include that in the guide. So if you're like super new to meditation and you're wanting something to help you kind of get acclimated, see like where to get started, it goes through like the basics and it goes all the way through kind of my more advanced meditation topics for a self-led meditation. Hi, Jesus. Happy Thursday. Sorry, I totally skipped over that. Erica, dude, I miss you so much too. Thank you so much for coming. I feel like that's so sweet. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. Thank you. I miss you so much. Erica was one of the gals that came on my second Costa Rica retreat. Can the new peppermint protein by EHPLABS be placed in hot water? Yes. And I've really been wanting to mix it. I can't believe we still haven't done it yet, but I have my cacao here and I've been wanting to mix it with cacao and hot water and make a healthy hot chocolate. That's crazy you asked that, Allie, because I literally was going to do a reel on that too. Did you buy that one or were you thinking about it? I love that flavor. And it's the perfect protein to have like for the holiday season and for like baking. It tastes exactly like hot chocolate with a candy cane in it. I'm doing hip thrusts on my Smith machine, but there's a support bar where my feet go. Is it okay to have my feet up on the bar if my back is still level and the right height? It depends on what you mean by the support bar. Like, is it, I just feel like you're not going to have a stable base. Correct me if I'm wrong if it's like a bigger surface, but I would definitely recommend having your feet on the floor, primarily because that's what's going to help you actually push through your heels better and feel it more. So, ideally, I would say to get your feet on the floor. I put the tree up but no ornaments yet because my cat Karen runs the house. That's what I was wondering, if the protein powder can go in hot water. It sounds so good. Yes, it definitely can. If you want to play it safe, I would go in like warm water, like maybe not like scorching, boiling water straight from the teapot, but maybe like warm water. Is your cat named Karen or are you calling it Karen? Both are hilarious. Sydney, I'm with you. I'm not going to lie. Can we have a half marathon support group? I would love to train for one, but I need accountability and also a good chunk of time to start running again. Yeah, I feel you, Jess. I feel like I can't commit to this till 1 more months, though. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. There's no shot I'm going to be running in the winter outside here, but ex-lacrosse players rise. Facts, though. I could run 2 miles in a game, but not 2 miles straight. I think I'd go crazy running for more than an hour. That's what I feel like, dude. And I would like saw recently someone's time on a marathon, and she had like it was a great marathon time. It was like 2 hours and 55 minutes or something. And I was like, hold up. I know like a sub 3 hour marathon is fantastic, but I'm like, who's running for 3 hours straight? Like, I would get bored. That's so long. Oh my gosh. Okay, so then all this was the card pull. Her name is Karen. We thought it was so funny because she is so opposite. I love that. So glad I made it to a live, perfect for my evening routine, cleaning up my space, cozy warm drink, and what feels like FaceTime with the bestie. That's so cute, Angelina. That's what these lives have really been feeling like lately, and I need to thank you guys because otherwise it'd just be me sitting here talking to myself. So I love these vibes lately. Do you ever use sage? My sister Natalie is all about sage. I personally use Palo Santo just because I love the smell of it. Livy, you are too cute. Thanks, Allie. I love this so much. Guys, I'm so happy we did that. I love your outfit. Love you. Thanks. It's my merch. Okay, I think we did all of this. Yes, we did. This is so fun. We should probably card at each live. Most definitely. Go off the vibes of the day. Facts. All right, I'm scrolling back down. Claiming that so I can make it to Bali. Yes, please. Okay, we already went over the Okay, I'm back. So excited for the crew neck. Yes, Jordan. I literally have everything all downstairs, and now it's time to start the assembly line. I'm so excited to ship them out. Do you have any fiction recommendations? Right now, I've really only been reading Emily Henry books, which was recommended by you guys. Thank you so much. It's basically like a Hallmark movie in a book. It's like super light, kind of like a traditional love story. So that's all I know right now, McKenna. And I've read Book Lovers and why am I blanking on what this one is called? Oh my goodness. Oh, and Beach Read. This is the one I'm reading right now. And then Happy Place is another really common one of hers. Amanda, hello. Sorry I'm late. Didn't know you were live. What were we talking about? Oh, no stress. Happy you're here now. We talked about a lot of different things. We did a card pull. That was probably the start of the show. We pulled some cards. We talked about Live Fitness. We talked about Bali. We talked about, I don't even know what, a lot of stuff. I have your meditation kit PDF and cannot wait to use it. Practicing meditation is one of my goals for the new year. Oh, perfect. I didn't know you bought it. That's awesome, Allie. Peppermint hot chocolate is my fave. Going to buy after this live for sure. Yay. It's definitely one of my, okay guys, because I'm also heartbroken that they like discontinued the blueberry pie flavor, which was like one of my favorites. So I was like, so now peppermint chocolate is definitely top 3 right now. My top 3 are chocolate milk, peppermint hot chocolate, and then the marshmallow flavor for sure. Don't forget Live Fit 10 will save you 10%. It's been fun, gals, but nearly 1 a.m. here, and I want to smash a full body circuit in 7 hours, so pray for me. Dude, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your time. And go fook it up tomorrow morning. I know you're going to crush it. Good night. Can I use hamburger meat for the chili in place of the turkey? I want to make it tomorrow. Yes, you definitely can use any meat of choice. Praying for you, PV. Bye, PV. I want your shirt. It's so cute. Oh, do you mean thank you? This is my crew neck. It's my merch. I'm also thinking, guys, if I should put it available, because right now I did everything like the most inefficient way, pretty much, because I wanted to be able to write thank you notes to everyone. But so anyways, I'm thinking, because right now these are unavailable, like you can't buy any more merch. But I'm wondering if I should put them like, because you can go through a third party essentially where they can do more like print on demand. So it would go through like a bigger printing organization and they could like print it and ship it to you directly. So like I wouldn't have anything to do with it, but you guys would still be able to get merch. So I'm wondering if I should like set that up. I don't know if there's still like demand for the merch or not, but would love a winter daily / weekly routine vlog. Okay, Angelina, I can make that happen. Winter daily routine vlog. I do have a day in the life scheduled for like the end of Live Fitness towards the end of the month. So I'm picturing it's going to be like a cute, cozy winter vlog. If the Live Fitness merch arrives before Xmas, I'm going to be so hyped. It should. I don't see how it wouldn't, because especially if in the US, the shipping I'm using is like no more than a week for sure. So hopefully it should be there like within the next 2 weeks. I think I might place my first Elfleet order. Do it, Jordan. Wait, for some reason I thought you did try Elfleet. But I guess not. Anything Amplify, I personally feel like you can't go wrong, Jordan. Allie, so smart. I forgot they do a birthday sale in February because I didn't get anything for their Black Friday sale. So that's a good point. Can't wait till Liv has an Elfleet code someday. Can we manifest it, please? For everyone. I just like left them alone because I didn't want to bug them, but I was like, come on, can you just give me a code? I literally don't want anything else. You don't need to pay me or do anything. I just want a code. Because then like you guys would be able to get a discount. Obviously, there's definitely other athletes that you can use, but still, I'm just like, can you just give me a code? It's no cost to you. I've been wanting to order Outfleet too, just not in the budget right now. Just one piece, maybe. Their stuff is definitely expensive, but I personally feel like it's worth it. Like their quality is nice. I literally I feel like I still have every single solitary thing I've ever bought from Outfleet. That's how well it lasts. Do you have any holiday plans? Nothing outside of the ordinary. I'm just gonna be with my family. Actually, that's totally a lie, guys. Do you want to know some tea in my family? My parents are divorced. They've been divorced. They've always had like not a good relationship, but we might be parent trapping them. Not literally, but we're trying to do Christmas at my sister's place. So it's like neutral ground. But like my dad's gonna be there, stepmom and my mom. But like all in one room. Like that's huge. Like I literally can't remember a single time in my life of them being in the same room. So I guess that's like potentially a big holiday plan. Nothing is set in stone, but that's what the talk is. But nothing crazy, pretty much just family dinner. Do you guys have any fun holiday plans? Is anyone like traveling or I don't know, anything out of the ordinary? I'm asking for camo for Christmas. I love camo fitness dogs and it's so affordable. Oh yeah, I'll wait. I need to stop spending money anyways. Jordan, I feel like you're on a spending bender. You're like all in my DMs last week. Like I got this and this and this. February is gonna come really quick too, honestly. Like Allie, that was huge that you reminded me of that. If you have a little cold, do you still work out? It depends on how bad it is. If it's just more of like a cold of like sniffles, I usually do. But unless I feel like it's coming down with something more, like if I have like a headache, if I can feel my body being achy, like I feel like I can really feel if I'm coming down with a fever because I used to be sick a ton as a kid, then I usually won't go. If I get that survey after that asks how I found out about them, I'll have to put you down. Please do. That'd be amazing. Wait, isn't Joe in here? No, not anymore. He went to the gym. Don't worry, Sydney. Don't worry. When I went to go get the cards, I saw him and he said that he was leaving. So I appreciate the backup though, Sydney, because if he was, I'd be like, no, but he shouldn't be in here unless he's joining on his phone. But I don't think he's well advanced enough to know how to do that. Is that a good thing to have them in the same place? Have what in the same place? Am I missing something? I don't know what you mean by that. I was hoping to use my Smith machine for a leg press because it's all I have, but you said it's hard on knees. What can I sub for the? Okay, well, I didn't know if you're like trying to work out from your home gym. If that's like the only thing you have, you definitely can do that. Like lay on your back and use it as a leg press. I just was saying it definitely isn't optimal if you have access to a leg press machine. But it's not to the point where it's like you shouldn't ever do it. If that's your only option, you can definitely get creative and use it like that. I'm going up to Vermont with my husband and our dog. We're staying in a cozy cabin for a couple of days. Dude, that sounds like so much fun. That's so cute. What state do you live in, Jess? If you're close to Vermont. What movies have you watched recently? You mentioned movies. Oh, your parents. Oh, I'm following Amanda. Is it good to have them in the same place? Traditionally, no. Traditionally, they would fight. Like, I'm honestly a little bit like anxious thinking about being in the same room for them for so long. But yeah, it's a good thing because it just means that like the family unit is healing and like they're getting more cohesive and they're able to coexist better. So it's a good thing for longevity wise, but like traditionally it wasn't a good thing to have them be together, if that makes sense. Okay, what movies have you watched? So many random things. I've watched Santa Claus with Tim Allen, Princess Diaries 1 and 2, because we watched the first one when we were on our trip in Europe. Cruella, which was an interesting movie. It was so weird, random. They're all like old movies. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I love that movie. I think that movie is so freaking funny. And so like that's already 5. That's a lot for me in the past like few weeks. I can't think of anything else right now. Oh, and then Christmas Chronicles. I remember I watched that at my mom's. And then I watched a series, A Small Light on Disney Plus. We live in Massachusetts. Oh, in Boston. Okay, that makes sense. Dude, that sounds like so much fun. That's so cozy. I always wanted to do like a staycation like that, like into the woods in that area of like Vermont, New Hampshire. Do you guys do gifts? And if so, any suggestions for gift giving this year? Do you have any go-to stores or things to get loved ones? Guys, I like speaking of love languages, I am not like gifts are not at the top of my love language. Like I am not a good gift giver. I never really have been. I think like also growing up, like for birthdays, we never like gifts were never a big thing on our birthdays. Like I remember one year my dad got me a pack of Skittles and that was it. Like it just wasn't we never really grew up with gifts being a big deal, I guess. So I don't know. I don't know if that's why I don't really care for it too much, but I don't know. Anyways, I'm just not really a good gift giver. We are doing gifts this year. I know what I'm getting my sister, which I feel like a lot of people could use this. I'm gonna get my sister. I know she's not in this live. The little like a dupe of the hatch alarm clock because she has to get up early for work and she really struggles to get up in the morning. And it's basically an alarm clock that will like slowly raise the light in the room, like a kind of to mimic like a sunrise ish to like help your body more so naturally wake up so it's not so abrupt, and it's supposed to help with your like circadian rhythm and everything. So that was like my biggest thing I was going to gift my sister, and I was going to get one for my mom too. I just hate the thought of like, oh, I need to get this person a gift and like just trying to think of something random to get them. You know what I mean? I love the gifts that are like you see something and you think of them, and this was like an organic idea that I had for her, so that's what I was going to get her. For stores or things, like I'm such a TJ Maxx person. I think that's coming from upstate New York. Like TJ Maxx and Marshalls is huge where I am from. So I feel like I always find things that are affordable at TJ Maxx or Marshalls that like everyone would like. That's pretty much all I got. I'm sorry, McKenna. I'm like really not a good gift giver. My friend Anna is like an insane gift giver. She always knows what to get. What's one thing that can instantly make your day better? Blue skies, ice cream, rainbow sprinkles, a really good laugh, a hug from a loved one, a random act of kindness from a stranger. I feel like a lot of things can help. Vermont is my favorite place. Sad that I live on the West Coast now. I've never been there, but I'd love to go. Trying to heal my inner child traumas and bad tendencies while living back home, and holy shit, it's tougher than I imagined. Jordan, a freaking man. I have to consistently check myself slipping back to my old ways. I was literally just talking to my boyfriend about this the other day, dude. I feel you so hard. And I kind of made the analogy back to the saying, like, you know, when people say you can't, it's more so has to do with like heartbreak in a relationship. Like, you can't go back to the same person that hurt you to heal. Essentially, that's what I feel like when it comes to inner child healing, when you're back in your home environment of like, you know, your same home life or like around your family. That's what I feel like. Like, it's so hard to be my newer healed self in the same old environment with where I was my old self, if that makes sense. Like, I find it so hard. My husband and I are hosting his family Christmas for the first time ever. His family is sweet but still nervous. Might be fun to start a new tradition or something though. You get nervous to host his family, or what are you nervous about, Rachel? I feel like that would be so fun to like. That's what's cool about having your own family now, is like you can make your own traditions, which is cute. Wait, I also watched the Santa Claus and then cried because I didn't believe in Santa anymore. What? Warning if whoever is still watching with their kiddo. I love the cartoon Grinch. I've never seen the cartoon one. I think the one with Jim Carrey is goated. That's so nice, Rachel. I bet you'll do great. I agree. Oh, you're from New Hampshire? That's so cool. Sydney blowing up Santa's spot. What part? I go up to Hudson a lot. Jess, have you been to the Snowport Holiday Festival? Yes, I think it's overrated. But why is the Hatch alarm clock $200? No, for real. Like, sorry, self, love you, but like, I'm not about to drop that. It's also bad because my boyfriend's kind of the same way. So, like, for Christmas, him and I, like, we've had an open conversation of like, yo, what's the deal? Like, how are we going to handle Christmas? Because we just don't like, and he's also super particular. Like, he's so hard to buy for, and he knows it, and he's okay with it. So it's like, yeah. No clue what to get my brother this year. Why do I feel like brothers are the hardest to shop for? I never know what to get my brother. Yes, it's actually a lot like the stuff you can get at Quincy Market. Dude, I have no idea what I'm getting my brother. I'm like, Jess, I'm being serious. I have no idea. He's very into van life and skiing. So that's, I feel like I need to work that avenue because he's super particular about clothes. He only wears like all black clothes, shoes. He's like in that like photographer-esque fashion statement. So I'm thinking of getting him something for like his van life, or I'm probably not going to get him anything for skiing, honestly, because he's also particular about what equipment he uses. Honestly, I shouldn't be the one dishing out ideas. Like, you guys, if you guys have any ideas for what you're getting your brothers or anyone, you should be putting it in the chat. I don't think Luke is listening. Don't like the Jim Carrey one. Amanda, what? I love Jim Carrey. Yeah, just having his family over and being the one cooking and planning the day. True. I'm an overthinker, so I immediately go to nervous and unfamiliar situations. Rachel, that's so valid. Honestly, it's a lot of pressure to be the cook. Like, it's just there's a lot riding on it, you know? But at the end of the day, I feel like you're always your harshest critic, especially when it comes to like food, specifically when you're cooking. Like, I feel like everything tastes better when you don't cook it. So that definitely gives you a cushion, you know? But no, I'm sure you're going to be great, Rachel. It's going to be fine. What is your favorite Christmas movie? Hey, Kenneth, I haven't seen you in forever. Favorite Christmas movie is definitely How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey. What about you guys? Apparently, I need to get a Best Buy gift card. That's a good one. My brother had kids, so I always get them a family gift of tickets to an activity they can do together. That's so cute, Jess. That's a good idea. This year, they're getting tickets to a pro soccer game because they are all really obsessed with soccer right now. Jess, that's a good idea. The Jim Carrey Grinch is my favorite Christmas movie. I watch it every year on Christmas Eve. I think it's so good. Really, because my mom thinks it's hysterical, and so that's like my connotation with it. You guys, I just realized I never set up my TikTok live. I got sidetracked. Oh no. Lampoon's Family Vacation. I don't know if I've ever watched that one. I feel bad about eating anything. I don't care. Eating? I don't care for Elf either. Yeah, I don't really like the movie Elf. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really like that movie too much. I think the movie this. Oh wait, I skipped so many things. I haven't been able to watch The Grinch this year. I haven't been able to find it anywhere. We had it on Freeform, and it was free. So we found it on Freeform. Allie, me too, especially Sephora or somewhere like that. Oh, unpopular opinion. Yo, Allie, I did not see that. Unpopular opinion, but I love gift cards. I kind of agree. I literally got my brother a Jimmy John's gift card for his birthday because he loves Jimmy John's. But I just feel like it you kind of can't go wrong with them, you know? I also think the best gifts are things that everyone would want, but like you don't like spending money on it yourself. You know? Like something like random, like even like a nice water bottle, like those can get kind of expensive, but like it's something I would never buy for myself because I'm like, I don't really need it. But it's like something that you would want. I always think those are the best gifts. Or lately I've been thinking of getting more like an experience for someone. So like getting them a massage or getting them like buying them a gift card for a manicure and a pedicure or something, or buying them like a bundle of classes at like a Pilates or a yoga studio or something. Does anyone else like the movie Noelle? It's my favorite at Christmas. I never seen that one. I think the movie This Christmas or the Polar Express are my favorites. I actually really do love the Polar Express. Is This Christmas with Chris Brown? I feel like I haven't that like pulled back an old memory for me. I haven't seen that in forever. Yeah, the Alf just isn't my humor. Yeah, the Polar Express is so good. I actually did not know that Tom Hanks played like all of the characters. Like I knew he played some of them, but like he's the main boy character. So I forget the boy's name, but he's the main boy, the father of the boy, the conductor, and the ghost at the top of the train, and also Santa Claus. He literally plays all five people in that, and I didn't know that. Who has been bumping Cheetolicious Christmas? Sydney, I feel like I should, but I haven't. I didn't even know they had that. Someone also commented on a YouTube video saying Casbo launched like a released, why did I say launch? Released an EDM Christmas album. I was like, I need to listen.
Why should I be framed?
Ah,
I'm never the same, but I'm always myself. Paradox Intense, the new refillable fragrance by Prada.
Make an impact. Receive $28,000.
these ads have got to go. Okay. Are you and Laddie going to make any new holiday traditions? I appreciate the correction on the spelling. I don't know. We haven't really spoken about that. Do you mean like for like potential kids or maybe just for him and I? Yeah, I don't know. We haven't really gotten that far. I feel like that comes from when you like move in together and like etc. What is your go-to music? I listen to so many different kinds. My go-to, I would say, is country. I feel like that's my safest option. I can usually almost always go for country music. So that would be my go-to. But then I also love EDM, some hip hop and rap. But I have to say, you guys, I don't know if it's because I'm getting older, but I'm like, some of the old rap that I used to listen to, I'm like, this is vulgar. Like, why was I listening to this in my free time? I don't know. I feel like I've been extra sensitive lately to lyrics. Seems like a lot for one person in a movie. Yeah, I agree. This Christmas is with Chris Brown. It's pretty much every black person's go-to Christmas movie. I could see that. That makes sense. Wait, where do you watch that? Is it available on any like streaming platform? Because I actually remember I used to love that movie. And my sister back in the day, she don't they call the youngest one? I can't remember the movie. Isn't Chris Brown the youngest and they call him baby or something? I remember my sister Natalie started calling me baby after that movie, and I was like, I hated it. I love what you said about going to an EDM concert and how it's like a spiritual experience. Dude, it freaking is. EDM, EDM makes me feel like my soul is outside my body. Like I feel so alive at EDM concerts. I've been feeling that way with rap as well. It's concerning what I've been listening in like 5th grade. Yeah, when I first got an iPod. Dude, I agree. Like some of the stuff I just am like, I honestly love it. I'm like, ooh, growth. But like some of like the traditional, I don't know, like, cause even stuff that's like not a big deal. Like I used to never think twice about it, but like even I always think like 2000s hip hop is so fun, like 50 Cent and all that. But I'm like, I used to work out to that, and still sometimes it still hits. Like I'll get down to it, but just like the other day, I was listening to it, and I'm like, why am I listening to a song about something so like provocative? Like, and I would just listen to it so casually all the time. Yeah, Chris Brown is the youngest and his name is Baby. Your memory is top tier. You know, though. My memory actually sucks, but I'm happy I remembered that. I think I watched it on Peacock last year. I haven't watched any Christmas movies yet this season. Okay. I think my mom has Peacock. I feel like I've been doing pretty well at celebrating the Christmas. I feel like last year I didn't watch any movies. I barely did Christmassy things, but I feel like so far I've been on the Christmas train. Do you like any board games? I love playing games. I'm more so like a card game gal. But yeah, I love board games. I can't really name any at the top of my head. Because I feel like I more so do like card games like Phase 10 or BS or Spit or Uno or even like dominoes. I'll get down to some dominoes. I don't feel Christmassy yet, but it's going to be here before we know it. Yeah, I know it really is. I feel like I've been making more of an effort to do more Christmassy things this year because I feel like the past few years I haven't really let myself enjoy it. Dude, Phase 10 is so good. I like Phase 10. It takes forever. Like, I never actually finish all the phases, but I can get down with that. Yahtzee is the best game ever, though. I never really learned how to play it, I don't think. Last year, I hosted a white elephant party and went all out, and now that I don't have my own place, I haven't felt as jazzed about the season, which is odd. I do find that kind of interesting because I thought maybe being home with family would make you feel like have that like inner childy love for Christmas again. I don't know. I could also see it not being as exciting because you don't have your own place to like decorate and such. All right, y'all. I think I am going to sign off for the night because I still need to edit and I want to start packing merch. My family loves games. We're all way too competitive that we've gotten in fights over trouble. It's a good way to be, though. I think it's fun having competitive game nights. Okay, next week we are all wearing our Christmas PJs to the live and drinking hot cocoa. Jess has all the good ideas. That is really cute. I need to buy freaking good Christmas pajamas. Oh, that's another thing. A Christmas idea that probably would seem so lame. This computer might die. Yep, she's going down and out. But like good pajamas, that's something I never want to like spend my own money on. But like everyone could use a cute, cozy pajama set, something like that. What time is it there? For me, it's 6:30. 6:26. I'm a mountain time. Yeah, guys, totally feel free to wear your Christmas stuff. I really don't have Christmas pajamas. But I can wear red. I can wear my red jumpsuit from my grandma. This computer just died. All right, y'all. Thank you guys so much for coming. Totally bring your hot chocolate next week. Are we doing, wait, for real, does anyone have a preference if we do Thursday or Wednesday? Anyone who's still in here? Because I can really do either. Like, should we do Wednesday at 4 p.m. MST? I just didn't want it to be too early where people are working. Thursday, but I will join either. Okay, thanks, Allie. If you can do 4, I can come on Thursday. No preference to me. Thursday for sure. Damn, guys, is Thursday the new time? Okay, Thursday is good. All right, let's do Thursday. We'll do this day next week. And for time, 4 would be 6 o'clock EST time or 3 o'clock. All right. Should we do 4 o'clock? I'm down to do 4. Let's try 4 o'clock. F it. Okay. Thursday at 4 o'clock next week, boys. Be there or be a square. Okay. Peace and love, people. Hasta luego. Thank you so much for coming. Today was such a vibe. Cozy. All right. I love you guys so much. Have a good week. Merch will be shipped out by the end of the weekend. Love you guys so much. Bye.